Welcome to the 5 stages of veganism. Enjoy. Stage 1. Denial. Vegans often hear the phrase, "Stop forcing your opinions down my throat." This is a little bit ironic given that foie gras exists. This is where a metal rod is inserted into a duck's or geese's throat and they are force-fed corn, growing these animals' bodies at a rate that causes extreme pain and discomfort. This kills 67,000 ducks and geese a day, which turns out to be just under 25 million a year. And possibly it is this denial which is stopping us from allowing equal treatment to all animals rather than just pets. Because, for example, if we found out that the meat that we were eating was dog meat, we would be repulsed in horror. Or cat meat, any other pet, come to think of that. But we frequently see animal bodies being sold in supermarkets. Chicken, cow, pigs, ducks, lamb, fish. It's very common. Stage 2, that's anger. Often the responses that you hear from people that are angry are illogical and highly emotional. Often vegans hear comments such as bacon, bacon, bacon. If those in anger wish to eat more bacon, they might want to consider information shared by the World Health Organization and Cancer Research UK. Bacon was classed as a Group 1 carcinogen. If you're in this angry stage, maybe you've said that you want to eat more bacon, but really, that will just damage your health. What happens with all the saturated fat? This is a leading cause of erectile dysfunction because it blocks the blood flow around the body freely. The more blockages, the harder it is for the blood to go around. Suddenly, it's not looking so manly now to consume more meat. Next up is stage 3, which is bargaining. This is when otherwise compassionate people believe that they are making the best decision and choosing options which do not inflict pain and suffering onto animals. However, these are typically games that we just play. When people hear the terms free range, they think of animals happily in a field with lots of sunlight and lots of air. The only legal definition is that the animals need access to light. That means very little for the animals, who are still cooped up, tightly packed together. Often cage-free is an expression that people love to hear. This is the same. Often there are tens of thousands of chickens packed into one barn with very little space to move. People love the idea that animals are treated well and they have nice, happy lives. But if we relate this to any other social issue society is now fully aware about, we realise how silly this term can seem. What if I told you that I have slaves, but it's okay because I treat them very well? Does that make it morally acceptable? Of course, now it's very easy for us to see that no matter how slaves are treated, it's unethical. The same goes with animals. We don't have any more right to life than animals do. We're all animals, part of the animal kingdom. Whenever animals are involved in business, profit plays a huge part in how they're treated. Animals are either living, breathing, sentient beings, or they are inanimate objects. We know that animals feel and have emotions. Therefore, it's very easy to say that they should not be enslaved. Stage 4 sucks. It's depression. This is the stage when you finally realise that what is happening to animals is absolutely awful. The conditions that they're kept in and how they're treated just for profit. Once you get to this stage, you realise many things that impact you whether you are vegan or not. Like, for example, ethics. Many people like to believe that animals live a long and healthy and happy life before they're killed for food. However, each year billions of animals are slaughtered. Regardless of how they're raised, they all have very shortened lives. The environmental aspects of animal agriculture are massive. If you bother to recycle, for example, you may be very interested to hear that to make just one hamburger, it costs and uses 660 gallons of water. That's the equivalent of showering for 2 months. This is because of all the resources that we give to animals, all of the methane and carbon dioxide that they produce, which damages the environment and causes greenhouse gas emissions. and ultimately, when the animal is killed, we can only consume the meat that is on their body, even though they've normally been fed food for 4 years or more. Imagine if we could feed someone for 4 years instead of just one animal. People are becoming aware of the health implications that animal proteins and dairy have upon humans. There's a common myth that vegans suffer protein deficiency, whereas really, plants contain a very high quality protein that has a complete amino acid profile. How many people have you heard that have died of protein deficiency compared to those that have died of heart disease, cancer, or with diabetes? Next up is stage 5, which is acceptance. This normally follows when you've understood that being vegan is better for the environment, for your health, and for animals as well. Once you get to this stage and you share information with others, they may accuse you of forcing your beliefs onto them because they'll be in step 1. So there you have it, the 5 stages of veganism. The one regret that typically follows vegans is that they didn't do it sooner. You may notice throughout this presentation that there was a very subtle message. Once you go vegan, you'll wonder why the whole world isn't. So that's it for now. Thank you very much for watching. If you did enjoy this, please make sure you like, share, comment, subscribe for more videos.